Great design is not just about a fancy set of blueprints, but about designing for context, environment, and purpose. It's about integrating design so it seamlessly blends into a style of living instead of clashing with it. We sat down with renowned architect Palinda Kanangara to talk about a house he designed for a young artist couple in Pittugala. In his design, he explores themes of minimalism, openness, and nature, as well as the use of materials like brick and concrete for color and texture.
In our architecture practice, we're trying to work closely with the site and the client. Essentially, we're trying to capture the spirit and the magic of the space. So basically, the site is a generator of the idea. In this project is for a contemporary young artist couple. So both of them are artists. So it's actually the architecture reflects their background and simple lifestyle as an artist and for their daughter. So the brief was very simple, just to have space that they can have their residence as well as their studio and the gallery. So the site is like a sloping towards the paddy, so from the entry level. So what we want to do is minimize the cut and filling. So that is make it a more economical design. So we're trying to have a split level in the entry and the lowest point. And at the same time, we're trying to keep the slab level at one constant level. So it makes it create a different volume in different spaces. So it creates the entry level with a lower height. And then as you go down to the steps, you are getting to a bigger volume. That makes their gallery and the main core space for their work as a studio. We're trying to work with these different open spaces. We can say the ground floor as more like a garden pavilion. So most of the gardens are visually connected and it gives you a totally openness, and it gives them to have a connection to the close connection to the nature. And the idea behind this design is trying to minimize the number of windows. Those are windows at the lower level, and give the maximum security and privacy to their bedroom level at where it's upper level. And we're trying to the building wrap with the brick wall and to create with the voids in between to get the cooler microclimate into the space, as well as we're trying to connect the outside and control views that they can have their own privacy, even though it's like a open building, and the security as well. So we're trying to bring the security by having a raised brick walls with the voids, and then we're trying to create an internal courtyard that helps to connect all the spaces and visually and physically as well. We're trying to maintain the natural slope in one side, that it shows the ramp from the parking, that shows how was the existing ground was there, and it was a landscape. And one side with lower part we connected with the steps. So it's more like a extension to the living space and the connecting the dining. So it's like sometimes extension of their furniture arrangements, that you sit there and enjoy the steps. And in this landscape, essentially we're trying to get the plants from these around it, because it shouldn't be look like strange to the context. So we're trying to extend the exterior garden into the house. So it makes it like a connection in between the exterior world and the exterior garden as well as interior. Most of the material we use it that is like a very economical, and what is left over. Even the furniture we're trying to use the reclaimed furniture and reuse with the given a repurpose of it. Some of them we convert into a different functions like coffee table, and we modified it to adapt to the client's requirements. So basically it's a result of their lifestyle as artists. So it reflects within the house. So it's easy to give something that they are familiar with. Then they can be enjoy the spaces. We're trying to give justice to the material and to use it as a raw form and the real nature of the material. So we left the concrete as it is without painting it. So it's just what you're seeing from the roof slab. And even this is the only material that we used as a cut cement that is make it a more polished surface. So it gives you a contrast between the roughness and the smoothness. So building has to be aged, weathered. So I want to have it like that. The landscape take over the building. Overall, everywhere we're trying to maximize the open. So wherever the wind comes through, we're trying to capture. So there's the house has oriented according to the wind path. But we left most of the walls with the perforated the detail that allows the wind through with any monsoon winds. So any direction it comes. So that's how we're trying to capture the wind. Throughout, we're trying to continue the same theme, and people don't want to have it. And again, finding the correct furniture for it and the color scheme. So everything is adding to the concept or the mood and the feel that we want to create. We try to work very closely with the masons, and we supervise them in a way that we give them a freedom to find their talent and give something back. And they show the sample, we approve the sample, and then they were happy. We are trying to get things from the bosses. It's actually a small team of people. It's not like a big contractor job. We have a good architecture. We had that, and again from our past, and we enjoy good architecture. But getting the inspiration or some ideas is from other countries, or we had that. It's okay, but it has to be adapted to our context. So that is very important, how you bring that and convert into it's our own thing. So if we can match our context and the climate, so then it's like it's a Sri Lankan design.